You know, I'm really sick of credit cards. Frankly, they shit me. So today, I'm gonna take this and these and have a bit of fun. So, before I cut my credit card up, I just want to tell you guys why. I got this when I was probably in my mid-20s. I had a full-time job at the time. I was making some good money. My bank was offering credit cards with a rewards program, which I thought, this is terrific. I'll, do a bit more with my money. So that was how I got sucked in. My thought process was that I can get this credit card and basically I'll just use that to pay for things, and then I'll constantly transfer money across onto that credit card. And that way I'm not paying any interest, I'm not doing anything else with it. The money's constantly going to be reimbursed straight away. I'm just getting more points for it. That might have been great to start off with, but what it actually does is it creates this habit where the first thing that I pull out every time was my credit card. So whether or not I'd go out for the night, or I was going online, or any of that kind of stuff, to buy anything, I thought, I'll just use my credit card. Eventually, when I quit my job and the money wasn't as good, I was in this habit where I was still just using my credit card. It eventually got to a point where I didn't have the money to pay off the credit card, yet all of a sudden I needed to, and that's when the interest starts to pile up. Now for me, I was never in a huge amount of financial difficulty, but the anxiety that comes with knowing that you owe money, and if you're not making money, it becomes really debilitating in a sense, because you know that if you don't pay off this credit card, you're going to accrue interest. And the interest rates in which they charge you for these things are close to 20%. Whereas, any bank that you're trying to save money with, they're only offering you roughly 2 to 2.5% at best. The amount of contempt that I think the banks have for us when they believe they can set these things up because they know more about finances than what the average person does, and then watch as the money comes in through fees and interest rates and all this stuff, which causes so much stress to your everyday person. I find it unbelievable. And last year, the Royal Commission into banking actually showed us how much bullshit these people have and how crappy they actually treat their customers. So, it's basically the best thing to do. Look, banks are necessary in a traditional way of, it's a great way to store money that you already have earned. And I think if you can get yourself back to just utilizing banks that way, terrific. I've gone back freelancing this year. I don't have any credit card debt at the moment. I don't really have any money in my debit accounts either. I've got to make more money this year, but I feel if I continued to use my credit card, I would continue along in that cycle. So for Christmas, my parents bought me this book. It's by Scott Pape, and he's a financial investor. He's also a farmer. He's Australian. As you can see, it's called Barefoot Investor. I'm not getting paid or anything to endorse this, but I read through over the summer holidays, his first sort of 5 steps in terms of setting yourself up to grow your wealth, and then to get yourself out of credit card debt. And it made a lot of sense. I found in a very short amount of time, I was able to set up bank accounts that had no fees associated to them, and I won't get ATM withdrawal fees or international transfer fee, international transaction fees or any of that kind of stuff associated to them. And I've set it up in a way through the book that allows you to sort of create habits in your own life, which is going to help you to grow your own money and make sure you know where it's going. Now, Scott also gives you a script, which was quite interesting in terms of renegotiating your credit card interest rate. And I actually called my bank today and I asked for someone who I could talk to about renegotiating my credit card interest rate. And I flat out, first time, they said, there's nothing we can do for you. And they were expecting me to go with that. And I said, well, I've been offered a credit card that's half the interest rate, and I've been offered no annual fees and all this. And frankly, the woman that I spoke to didn't give a shit. And she said, well, we can't do anything for you on that one. And all you can do is apply for a different credit card with us if you would like to. And I'm like, you know what, this just sounds terrible. If you can do this, I would recommend doing it. But do it after you've set yourself up in a way that you are comfortable knowing that you're going to be able to take care of yourself. I've been able to do that so far, and because of that, today's the day that I'm cutting up my credit card. It felt really good. Now, security reasons, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Ah, yeah. All right, so that's what you've been waiting to see. I don't know how long it's gonna take me before I start worrying about money again. It's always gonna come, but I've got plans in place now, and I think with those plans, it's gonna help me to never need a credit card again. So if you're one of these people who has credit card debt, I would recommend you speak to someone who can help you with that. Don't do it alone. It's a very, very difficult thing to go through, and financial strain is actually something that is one of the main causes of relationship breakdowns as well. So again, I'm recommending this book for anyone who might need a little bit of a strategy as to which way or how they can get themselves out of debt. But in all honesty, set yourself up right. In 2019, this is your year to do what I'm doing, and let's try and grow some money, grow in the positive rather than continuously paying back credit cards and those bullshit banks. So if you like this, please like the video, share it with anyone else that you think might enjoy seeing someone cut up a credit card, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.